There is no one-size-fits-all roadmap for life for everyone. That being said, I am going to show you what has helped me and given me a roadmap and potentially help you create your own and give you an idea of how to do that. Hey everybody, I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to talk about this roadmap for life and really three kind of main things that helped me and continue to help me and act as a guide and a roadmap for my own life. And hopefully this helps you out as well. I'm going to list those three things and then we'll go over them in more detail. The first thing is self-awareness. 2 is creating a code. Number 3 is living by your code. All right, so number 1, self-awareness. This is arguably one of the single most important skills and attributes that we can possibly develop. If you are not self-aware, it's something that you need to develop. Not only knowing and understanding what your weaknesses are, but also your strengths. Being able to take an objective view at yourself. And nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect at it. I'm a lot better than I used to be. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are way better than me. In fact, I'm certain about it. But self-awareness, understanding things about yourself. This is one of the requirements. Because if you don't know who you are, if you don't know even what you want or why you do things or why you want certain things, how are you going to have a roadmap for life? How are you going to know where you are even headed? If you don't understand who you are and what you want, you've got no destination. So self-awareness. Now, developing this can be difficult, but it's one of the most beneficial things that you can possibly do. There's a couple things that I want to touch on with that though. Most people focus a lot on being aware of their weaknesses, but I don't want you to miss one of the crucial things, being aware of and recognizing your strengths. People do not give themselves credit. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. Being able to recognize your own strengths and be proud of yourself for those things is part of self-awareness, and this is something that you have to develop as well. Okay, so I just want to be clear on that. It's not just weaknesses, strengths also, and both are equally important. Number 2, having a code, creating your own code. What do I mean? A code to live by. I think of ancient warriors, civilizations, all kinds of different warriors. They live by a code. People used to live by a code. You've seen Gladiator, Strength and Honor, right? That's a really popular one. When you have a code to live by, when you have something that you can adhere to strictly, then when you need to make difficult decisions, you can run it through that lens. Does this in line with my code? If it doesn't, it's probably a bad decision for me, or it goes against what I believe. When you have a code, you can be strong. Not that strength needs to be what your code is. Your code can be a phrase, a couple of words. It can be however short or long that you need it to be. But without self-awareness, you'll never be able to figure out what your code is. What's important to you? What are the values that you hold? Strength, honor, benevolence, humility, whatever is the most important to you. Number 3 is living by your code and living in a way that you're doing your absolute best every single day to follow that code. In all your decisions, understanding that this is the way that I live my life. This is the code that I adhere to, because I've decided that that's the way that I want to live. Now, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Understand that there will be times that we fail to live by our code. But when we have it, we can at least recognize and get better. Where if we don't have anything to go off of, if we have no roadmap at all, then we're lost. This will give you something to reference from where you are, where you want to be, the way that you want to live, the code that you want to live by. Living by a code has helped me a ton. It's helped me to make decisions. It's helped me to live a certain way, to be strong, to live with honor. If you don't hold anything valuable, if you don't have a why, if you don't have a reason, then we're just wandering. And that's one of the worst things that we can do, is simply wander aimlessly, lost. So figure out what your code is and live by it.